And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go!
Let's go, Wally!
Coming!
Hey, 43, 15.
Exit! Mike 57. Stop your whining. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Haywood.
Check.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9". It's going to be a long.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Real.
Mayfield down.
Check in. I'm coming.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
We got 4.
Mayfield off the play fake, rolling to his right. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Let's go, fellas.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Yeah.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From midfield, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
58's Mike. 58. 58's Mike.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Flush to his right. This is caught. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I got him.
Strong left. Strong left.
They'll run with Chubb, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event,
and he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep
Nick
working.
Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
and it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the ball.
Now Saquon Barkley. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. This is Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by them.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Looking to throw is Mahomes, and that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play, had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Going for it all.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
20-20. 28. Watch the run. Tight end left, tight end. Alert, 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 alert. Number 28. He's coming.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards on the play. First down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. On target over the middle to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
You ain't got nothing. Tight end left, tight end left.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. On the toss, here's Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 28. Hey, let's get this. Mike. Hey, wahoo. 28. Get.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now it's Tate. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Shepard deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
43!
Mahomes now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That one caught by Ellison. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Sterling Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 34-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Come on, baby. Let's get this. Single receiver.
Throwing.
Single receiver. Hey,
Mayfield.
over there. Single receiver.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
4 down, 4 down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A little juke. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to his left.
Here we go.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Scene 6. Buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
57. Mike, 57. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
I got him. Check 3.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this game.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Again, it's Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's get it.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
I got you, son.
Point it right.
You're all mine, baby.
Hey, Alpha.
You're all mine. Mike 28. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
1st down, Browns.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
20.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Chubb, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the carry, it's Chubb, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 28.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 29-yard line.
Check Mike. Check Mike. Watch 55.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Steps away. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you.
Mike 28. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Mike 28. Mike 28.
6 man. Check
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Out to the right here to Shepard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Come on,
so
baby.
even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Mahomes now on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hero 15.
Now it's Mahomes again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now here's Mahomes. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
At the 23-yard line.
180.
He's coming. Check him.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Browns, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.